Alright everyone, welcome to Instructabot. I'm just going to show you a little bit of my challenge I'm working on myself. Working on the Substance, a lot of Substance designer and Substance painter eventually, but I'm just trying to learn from scratch and just kind of share with you guys what I'm learning. But I'm messing around with the Logarithmics Throne Room challenge, and it's pretty fun exercise for me learning this stuff. But it's giving you an idea of how to bake a normal map in Substance Designer. I mean, you can do it in Max, you can do it in many other softwares, but I just kind of want to learn from the software from ground up and just see what its capabilities are and etc. So right now I created a tree. This is my tree. It's just a little, and then I have a high poly version in it that I sculpted in ZBrush. So I'm just gonna go ahead and hide that tree. Let's see here. Peles, left tree. So here it is. Now, this is my poly count challenge. You guys can follow me on William21984. That's my poly count thing, and I'm just me doing this solo and just trying to learn, enjoy it as much as I can. But yeah, here's my tree. If I take off there you can see my sculpt. I'm just gonna hide the low poly version, but yeah, this is the tree I kind of sculpted out in ZBrush. So then I'm gonna eventually add the leaves and stuff. I have a lot of UV texture space that I can kind of utilize still. And on one map, I'm gonna do a 2K map, and for this whole throne room, just kind of test it out, or maybe 4096. I'll see. It just depends on the resolution how it's gonna look. But yeah. So this is the left tree. I'm just gonna go ahead and bake this information on top of the low poly in Substance Designer. So what I'm gonna do is just gonna hide that for now. I'm working on my 600 800 vert poly version. So I'm just gonna go into the modifier panel, and then I'm going to select projection. What projection will do is I can do a cage from this, and all I have to do is pick a object that's kind of the same size, but not this object, but just pick like for instance, I could choose the high poly tree, and it uses that information to kind of just bake. It knows what it needs to bake on that, so it kind of basically keeps everything in a box, and it bakes the normal map that way. So I'm just gonna go ahead and let's see, unhide. Unhide the high poly. There it is. Okay, so I'm just gonna pick it, and then you can see it says left tree high poly. Now that it's there, you can just hide it back again, since it's hard on my computer. And then you can see the low poly's there. It's selected. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna select cage, and then I'm just gonna increase the amount around the border of this low poly. So now it's loading up something, but here you go. You can see it creates a nice little cage for you. And what you can do, you can also export this cage. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to export, and I'm going to put, this is left tree LP work or low poly, and then I can just go left tree and then just put cage. Just name it that. And then what it does is it creates this tree cage for you. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just go ahead and add this selection into my group. Let's see, add selection to layer, and I have two of my cages in there. Let's keep things organized. So as you can see, it created a cage for your normal map. And what I'm gonna do is take this cage and then bring it into Substance Designer. So I'm going to go File, see Export selected. And I'm going to go to, and I'm going to export it, and let's see, there's got to be a cage or Substance Designer cage mesh. Okay, and then I'll just put left tree underscore cage. Just save it. Oh, actually, I'm going to save it as a OBJ. So export selected. Left tree cage. And we'll save it as an OBJ. Exporter. Save. You can take off export materials and stuff. I usually just use the standard ZBrush settings. So I was going to export it. Done. And then let's go into Substance. So here's Substance Designer. Now it kind of looks a little confusing. I'm just showing you guys a little bit what I'm working on for the Throne Challenge. So let's see here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into Meshes, Throne LP, Throne HP, Maps. And I'm just going to select the, let's see, is it the right tree or so it's the left tree. And you can see as you double click it, it opens it up in here, and middle mouse drag just kind of rotates, pans, and then right click and alt, or I'm sorry, just right click. You can just move the viewport around. And that's the tree. So what I want to do is I want to right click this tree and go to Bake Model Information. And what I want to do is I want to create, so let's pretend this wasn't here. So I want to create a normal map from Mesh. And the size is 2048 by 2048. I'm using DirectX, and I want to keep my normal tangent space. Method is linked, meaning like if you update it, it'll update as you work in Designer. But what I want to save it as is a format. I want it to be a JPEG. It'll have this is just naming properties and how it's going to be named. Left tree LP normal map from Mesh. And the UV sets, that's the one you want to use. High definition mesh. I want to change that, so I want to X that one, and then I want to add, and I want to add from resource, and I want to choose. Let's see. I got the left tree. Let's see here. I think it's the right tree. Maybe I just kind of named them wrong. We'll go ahead and try that. Let's see. Let's go ahead and try right tree. I think it's right tree. And let's use a cage and set that to true. And for the cage file, just go from file, since you got to find it. And we're going to look at the left tree cage and open that. I don't know why I didn't name that left tree HP, but it should be the left tree. But yeah. Okay, and then everything's set to true. Just press OK. And right now what it's going to do for you is going to tell you to please wait. And it's just going to load the model. And it's going to just try and bake that 3D information onto your model. But yeah, guys, I just want to say, yeah, thanks for following me. I'll show you exact results coming out pretty soon here. Okay, there's the left tree normal map. Let's see here. Let's double click it. And there it is. That's the information that you have. And to create the normal map, I'm just going to delete this one. Delete. Just delete that. And then what I'm going to do to link it is I'm just going to drag this into the browser up here into your node browser, and you have your normal map. I'm just going to drag it to the normal and then view in 3D view, and just the normal, and it'll show you your normal map, what it looks like in your 3D view. As you can see, it looks pretty good. I'm actually happy with the results. There's some little messy right here, but I can go ahead and fix that in Photoshop. But yeah, it looks pretty good all in all. Let me see if I can switch up the light. There we go. And to switch up the light, you just hold shift and right click and it'll show you the lighting will be different. But yeah, I mean, all in all, it looks pretty good besides these two meshes intertwining right here. Actually, it's not bad. It's probably the way I UV mapped it. Probably see a line through there, but all in all, the map turned out pretty good. You can take off the specularity. All you have to do is go to scene. Materials, default, shader. Just choose a blend or some other one. Let's see. Shader. I can probably take down the glossiness. But yeah, and that's how you do it, guys. Thanks for watching, and yeah, please follow me on the Polycount Challenge. It's William21984, and it's Madame Peles' throne room. For if you have any questions, feel free to ask, or if you want me to put some more like tutorials and showing you what I'm doing for the contest, feel free. But yeah, I hope this helps out with baking a quick normal map in Substance. Alright, thanks guys, bye.